Alright guys, so getting to the sidebar, we're going to need to create a new component. So let's go ahead in common, let's create a new file called sidebar.js. We're going to import React and component from React. We're going to start importing I guess menu item or list item. Alright, so let's go ahead and import list from material-ui core/list, import list item from material-ui/core list item, import list item icon from material-ui/core/list item icon, list item text from core/list item text, and then list item subheader, or rather list subheader from material-ui/core list subheader. There we go. And we're going to need some icons. So for right now, just a dashboard icon. And we're going to talk more about icons, I guess, here. So with Material UI, you can, in their page here, I believe there is an icon page. I'm going to go to demos, icons, and there we go. So we can find basically all icons that exist right here. And the way they're going to be used, let's say we also want a user icon. We're going to, I guess, use face. So it's just going to be face icon. I'll show you guys what I mean here. So remember, the name of this icon is face. So what we're going to do in this import section, we're going to import face icon from material-ui/icons/face, and it's camel case. We're also going to import dashboard icon from material-ui/icons/dashboard. And now we're going to create our sidebar class. So class sidebar extends component, and then in the render method, we're going to return a list and we're going to start actually creating the list here in a moment, but first we're going to export default sidebar, and then in admin wrapper here we're going to import sidebar from common sidebar. And then way down here, we're going to remove this list element and we're going to replace it with sidebar. It can self-close. And this is just to keep it in a separate file. If we go back over to our React app and log back in, we'll see that now we actually don't have any content, and that's fine. We haven't added it yet. What we're going to start doing is creating items here. So within the list here, we're going to create list item, and it's going to have a property called button, and we're going to close it here. And then we're going to create a list item icon within the list item. And then we're going to create list item text. And that will self-close. The property that we're actually going to pass in here is going to be called primary. And it's just going to be a string of whatever you want the text to be. And then inside the list item icon, here's where we're going to actually put our icons. So in this instance, it's going to be dashboard icon, and it is self-closing. Let's go ahead and save. And now we should see that we have a dashboard icon. When we collapse, we can still see the icon, which is exactly what we wanted. We also get the hover effect here and ripple effect because we're using the button property on the list item component itself. So now I'm going to copy this list item twice. I'm going to create posts and users, and in users we're going to use the face icon. So I'm going to save this. I'm just going to refresh, and now we can see the face icon we have here. And so for posts, we're going to just try and find maybe a page or something, document icon or something like that. Let's have a look and see what we can find. Well, I guess I may have missed the most appropriate icon for this. Let me go back up here a little bit. And I mean, we could use something as simple as this format icon if we wanted to. File copy. So see how this is all lowercase and underscored. With the naming convention in the icons, we can import it in a camel case version, and the file will exist. So how we're going to do that is up at the top here, we're going to import file copy icon from material UI / icons / file copy. And then we're going to, down here on the posts list item, we're going to put file copy icon, and we're going to save this. And when it refreshes, we should have 3 unique icons for the sidebar, and we do. So perfect. Now we're going to actually have to link these to different places. And how we're going to do that is we're going to import link from React router DOM, and inside the list item we're going to write link to, this is just going to be /admin, This is going to be /admin/posts. And then this is going to be link to /admin/users. I'm going to indent this as well, and I think I forgot to indent this one just to make it a little more readable. So we're going to save that. And when it refreshes, we're going to see that we got a little bit of a problem. And so the way we're going to resolve this problem, let's have a look here. All right, so this could very well just be a problem with actually, let's go into Material UI and let's look at component demo for lists. Or rather, link if there's not. So let's look in component API. Because Material UI does have its own link component, and button link. All right. So here we can see the basic setup of what we're going to need to do. We're going to need to use Material UI's button link component, and basically we're going to import React Router's link as router link to use that separately. So to do this, in our file here, we're going to import link from Material UI core link, and we're going to just pass component as the router link. So we're kind of doing the old switcheroo here. So we're going to import link as router link from React Router DOM, and we're going to import link from material-UI/core/link. And then in link here, we're going to add a new property called component. It's going to be router link. I'm going to copy that there as well. And then here, I'm going to save this, and it's going to refresh. This might not actually fix the styling of this. We'll have to do that in just a moment. And so how we're going to do that is, in this, basically we want the list item itself to be the link component. So if I go into lists, I believe it has an example right here. So we see list item link is basically being rendered like this to render a list item with a button component and a. So what we're going to do is basically create list item link. I'm going to copy this here and put it up here. List item link, and then we're going to replace all list items with list item link. going to save this. And then we can remove actually the links themselves. We're no longer using those in here. I'm going to make the list item itself do the routing. Log back in. Now we see we have these. They're actually clicking, but we actually need to set component as router link. I'm going to save this here and then refresh. And I actually need to add the to property to this one, which is going to be admin/posts, and then here is admin/users. So now when we log back in, we should see the behavior. If you guys can't see this, the URL is properly updating, and it is using the browser router link, so that it's not doing like an HTML kind of redirect link. It's actually doing it internally using React Router DOM, which is exactly what we wanted. So I think that's good for now for the sidebar. I mean, we're going to have to style it a bit different and put the main content here over to the side. But we've got a working sidebar, we've got a working app bar. We could also hide this icon when it's expanded, when the drawer is expanded, which we're probably going to straighten out in the next video as well.